I am so excited tonight. I am Kyrie. First of all, welcome to IC Success. I am Kyrie Stevens, the community program manager, used to be community program manager, now the director of inclusion and community initiatives for Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. And this is a series where we're talking to entrepreneurs and business professionals about how to survive quarantine, pretty much. Usually we do these live, we do courses and workshops on how to elevate your game and things like that. But since we're all social distancing, we have come together via Zoom to talk about how to look your best during quarantine, because you're not able to get to your beauticians, your barbers, your nail tech, any of that, your eyebrow person. So I figured that I'll talk to some of the best, not just in the city, but in the world, Craig. Not the city, but the world, Craig. So tonight I have with me SalleyNicole Cruz, and I have Chris Bishop, and I am going to let them talk about their business and talk about some of the things that they have going on. And I'm just going to start out with Chris. Can you just tell us about your business and about some things that you have going on?
So my business is High Class Hair. We are home of the $50 sewing. We're located at 68 Allen, and right now we are closed. So there's nothing going on at the business. It's so sad.
Right.
But during quarantine, it's been giving me time to literally work on the business and nurture the business. So when we come back, we'll be back better than ever.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about, and that's why I wanted to kind of talk tonight, because I know these places are closed and we can't get to them. So I wanted to be able to talk about what you guys have going on, and also, again, some of the tips and tricks on how to look your best. So Salley, can you just tell us a little bit about your business and what you got going on during quarantine? Maybe like some of the TikToks and stuff.
You said me, babe?
Yep.
Did he say me? Oh,
yeah,
sorry. I'm like, I'm over here trying to like get this all on my little computer screen and everything. But okay, so yeah, you talk about some TikTok. Now I'm only TikTok on the weekends now. I find myself a nice schedule. You know, quarantine was definitely difficult for me because I am used to being busy all the time. So having so much time off really had me kind of go like, wait, what's going on right now? And not actually seeing clients and working. So like Chris said, with her salon, mine is closed too because of the quarantine. So my spot has been closed just as long as everyone else's. I actually closed a week before the actual quarantine because I just came back from Atlanta. So I was going to self-quarantine for 2 weeks anyway. So it just kind of worked out where we just had to quarantine all together, you know. But I am SalleyNicole Cruz. I'm a licensed esthetician and makeup artist. I am the owner of SalleyNicole Skin and Beauty Boutique. And there I provide facials, makeup, lashes, waxing, beauty, and body care services. So I know this is a tough time for all of our clients right now in the beauty barber industry, nail care industry, massage industry, because everything is closed. So you're kind of left at home to do things and figure things out for yourself. So some of the things that I was able to implement was, I'm actually going to be posting up today or tomorrow. I'm starting virtual consultations. So if someone wanted to learn more about their skin, if they wanted to take, do makeup lessons, now it's going to be more so eye lessons because we have to wear the mask when we're outside. If they want to do, like I said, a skincare consultation, makeup lessons, eyelash lessons. So I'm figuring out what virtual services that I can offer for clients depending on how long quarantine goes forward. I know we're supposed to be scheduled to start opening things back up May 15th, but we don't know for sure when Governor Cuomo is going to give us the green light to open our salon and spas and beauty and barber industry back up, because that is an industry where it is hard to social distance. So we're not really quite sure what that really means for us, because I know May 15th is the date that he's going to start opening. And then one thing that I heard on his live was we may, he's going to figure out between the government and him, they're going to figure out which businesses can be safely opened back up, and what are we going to do to make sure we're keeping our social distance in our businesses. So that kind of leaves a little bit of like
uncertainty.
Huh?
Yeah, a lot of uncertainty.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So talk a little bit about how you guys are still engaging your networks, and because of course you can't do their hair, you can't do their eyes, you know, and do those things. How are you engaging? How are you still staying in contact and staying, for lack of a better term, relevant to your clients and your market?
Right. So I can answer that. For high class hair, we've sent out like a series of like emails, just checking on our clients, staying in touch with them, making sure that they're okay, letting them know that we care about them and we miss them. And we're just waiting for the green light before we open. We've also, so high class hair, we have a line of wigs. So it's been really easy to kind of like connect with our clients, because we can style the wigs at home. And basically it's like a complete style. And we could just sell them to our clients, or, you know, so we all know like we are very, very familiar with our clients and how they wear their hair. So it's basically like the wig, we take it, we style it to fit them, ship it off to them, and they can still look good, feel good, and still have that high class hair touch while we're on quarantine.
So it's funny that you say look good, feel good, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook where I actually saw a meme today where this guy was talking to a girl, and she was like, you know, something about like, what do you want me to do for you? And, you know, basically along the lines of making him happy. And he was like, can you cut my hair? You know, so like that's the standard now of like, you know, your work is not just, you know, it's not just I want you to look good, but I need you to be able to cut my hair, and so I can look good, so I can feel good. So part of us feeling good is looking good. So can you talk about, Salley, some of the things that we could do to actually look our best and feel our best now that we can't get to you?
So what I've been doing right now is doing some virtual tutorials for my clients. So one thing that so that's one way that I've been able to kind of keep up with teaching them what they can do at home. Is starting my own SalleyNicole Self-Care Babes group for my clients, past and present clients are welcome to join the group. So, but some things that they can do is, this is the time to actually start a skincare routine, honestly, because you have the time. You know, a lot of times clients say to me they don't have much time at home. They're getting up, getting ready, getting the kids ready, going off to work. They don't have time to start a skincare routine, or they don't have time to start a self-care or a beauty routine. But this is the time to experiment with some routines. And I tell clients like the basics, they should be cleansing their skin twice a day, toning it to help bring back the pH balance, and using a moisturizer minimally twice a day to keep their skin pH balance. But it all depends, and it kind of gets a little bit complex because I need to know your skin type, the texture, the tone. So those are some things that I'm able to do in a virtual consultation for a client, to try to assess the best way I can virtually without actually touching their skin.
How can they figure, so how can a person, is there a way for them to figure out what type of skin type they have and all of that?
Absolutely. So there's some things that they need to kind of look for. So you need to look for during the day, is your skin getting oily during the day? Does it feel dry? Does it feel tight? Does your skin turn red easily? That's more sensitivity. If it feels dry throughout the day, but it's kind of greasy, that means you have more so dry skin. If it gets oily, mostly in the forehead and nose, that means you have combination skin. And if your skin looks pretty normal, it feels pretty balanced throughout the day, you don't have many breakouts or anything like that, you may have normal skin. And then someone who has acneic skin or oily acneic skin will notice that they have a lot of breakouts happening. So you want to look at your pore size. You want to feel the texture of the skin. You want to just kind of take a look at it throughout the day and see what it's doing. Is it getting oily? Is it feeling dry even after you put moisturizer on? Or what are you doing at home? What are the steps that you're taking at home for yourself, but minimally everyone should at least do a cleanse, tone, moisturize. Of course, there's some more advanced levels, but I like to start my clients off basically with, because I don't like for someone to go from not using something at all to using 7 products. Like, it's baby steps here, you know. So I get someone on a quick 3-step routine, and then 2-3 weeks later I'm adding more stuff in for them, because you should technically use about 6 products on your face a day, but I don't want to overwhelm people.
Wow. Okay. So let's move it to like hair. How can we get because I know, especially in the African American community, sometimes our hair is not as healthy as it should be because we're using products that sometimes weren't made for us and all of those things. How can we, Chris, how can we get our hair, our ladies' hair, and our fellas, our hair healthy? My wife just said, "Help us, Chris." How can we get our hair healthy?
Right. So I'm a big believer of the healthier hair depends on your diet and the amount of water you drink. You can use a million products, but if your insides and the inner workings of your body are not right, it's going to come out through your hair, your skin, your nails, and all of those things. So one of the major things that you can do during this time is just drink a lot of water. I mean, it sounds so simple, but even being in the house, you're not moving around as much, so maybe you're not as thirsty as much. So your hair and your skin can actually get really dry. So drinking a lot of water is one of the biggest things. And then just make sure that you're shampooing and conditioning your hair at least once a week. You can do a deep condition with your hair, and that's just basically putting the conditioner on. You can wet a towel and make it really, really hot, wrap it around there, leave it on for about 15 minutes, and, rinse it off with cool water. That's a deep conditioning treatment. So you could do things like that to kind of keep your hair healthy. But right now, since we're in the house, less is really more. So this is a really good time to just really take care of your hair and just get to know your hair. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we just run into the salon and those people or us are taking care of your hair, but it's a really good time to just really get to know your hair and what your hair likes and what your skin likes and, all those things.
So again, I'll ask you, like I asked Salley, like, what do you mean? Like, what your hair likes? How do you know what your hair likes? Because of course it can't speak. So what do you mean when you say what's your hair like?
So you can put a product in your hair and it could just feel weird. Like, it can feel dry, it can feel brittle, it could just not mesh with, like, if you're combing it and it's just hard to comb through, and all of those things, that's not really working for your hair. It's this term, it's basically called product junkies. It's a really big term in the naturals community, and they get all of these products, and it's literally, you have to go through all of those things to figure out what works for your hair. So if I can use a product on my hair, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a good product for your hair. So it's just really just navigating through your hair. How you want your hair to feel. And if you're using a product and it doesn't feel like that, that product is not for you. So one of the biggest things though is staying away from products that have alcohol in them, because they do dry your hair out. Moisturizers, not necessarily a lot of grease or anything like that, but like I said, all of that is really an internal thing. You got to get your insides together to deal with those types of things.
So, okay, I'm a guy. I barely have any hair. Sorry, I barely have any hair. I just get my hair. I usually cut my own hair because I hate being in the barber shop for too long and things like that. But what are some things that Sean was supposed to be on here? But what are some things that guys? What do you recommend for guys? Is coconut oil? How can we tell what kind of hair we have? Because we don't want to be looking all you know what I'm saying. Let me just tell you this. I've been to the barber shop one time and I seen when they were cutting their hair and they had flakes falling out and all of that, and I was like, I do not ever want my hair.
Right, dry scalp, and the best way to treat dry scalp is to hydrate. Is to hydrate. It's not okay, my scalp is dry and I'm gonna go put this grease on top of it. You know what I'm saying? That's not the answer.
So you mean, wait, if I put coconut oil in my hair and my hair is dry, that don't help my hair?
In my opinion, Am I expert?
You're an expert. I'm just asking.
Absolutely not. It will give it shine. It will shine your hair like the outside, but it's not dealing with the root of the problem, which is your scalp, which is your skin, which is dry.
So I'm gonna flip this back to Salley, because you were saying this. You were saying the same things about like finding out what like your skin texture and all of those things. And that's an internal thing, right? Too, right? Is that about like your diet and stuff too? So
absolutely,
the beauty is about what you eat. You are what you eat.
Yes.
Right. And Chris is absolutely right. Like the hair in the skincare like industry is they align so closely together, because like she said, your scalp is skin, and just like our skin, we have hair. Like some people, you have hair on your arms, hair on your legs, so it's really no different treating your hair on your scalp versus your hair on your treating your face or your skin rather. So drinking a lot of water, like Chris said, is very important. It flushes out toxins. It helps with a brighter complexion. It's really important to maintain a certain level of water, because if you don't maintain a level of water, your body will hold a lot of water in it because it's dehydrated, and that causes puffiness in the skin and within like the body. So it also helps with healing our body. Drinking lots of water helps with healing our body, and it helps reduce the amount of breakouts and blemishes. So it's really important in your gut, your biome, everything that you put in your body is going to come out honestly on your face and within your hair too. So it's so important to eat the right things and eat the right amount of nutrients that you're supposed to have according to your diet, according to what you've discussed with your doctor. But it all plays. And even with skin is the largest organ on the body, so it really needs to be treated accordingly, for sure.
So okay,
you were not expecting a whole anatomy class.
No. I was expecting it. Right. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna ask this next question, because I ain't got no beard, right? Now you deal with skin, Salley, and then you deal with hair, Chris, and I can't grow no beard. Like this, it's patchy over here. So
that's genetic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and my wife,
it's definitely genetic.
No, see, my wife love a beard. You know what I'm saying? She like, man, she like bearded, bearded kings.
Get you some Beijing. Get you some.
Oh my God, you gonna draw it on?
Get some Beijing.
Look,
get some Beijing popping.
That's one thing that I will never do. Is I will never.
Never say never. Never say never.
My wife just yelled from the kitchen and told me to get a beard wig. Come on now. You see
Come
the level.
It's a thing, but I would not sell that to you. I swear I would.
Listen, I don't know, because okay, so this is a kind of off topic, but like beard wigs and stuff like that, how guys are getting. I really wanted Sean to be on here, because I see guys be getting like the wig things and they blend it all in there. What is your opinion of the guy? Well, I don't even know what to call it. The guy wig, the haircut wig.
A lace front.
The lace front haircut wig. What do you feel? How y'all feeling about? Say, okay, I'm gonna ask this to Salley, because we know your husband, he don't got nothing up there. So if he came home with a lace front haircut wig, how would you feel about that?
You know what? Honestly, if that's something Jamil wanted to do, I wouldn't even be mad, because hair loss is real. And listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hair loss is real, and it affects a lot of people's self-esteem. It affects how you feel about yourself, men and women, because one reason why I had to cut my locks is because I was experiencing a lot of hair loss. So I had to cut my hair, and now I'm trying to grow it back in certain areas. So ultimately, I don't think anything is wrong with that. If somebody likes to wear those things to make themselves feel confident, it's cool. Now, if Jamil came home with one, I would be taken aback, because I'm so used to his head, and that's my little cue ball. I'll be rubbing his head at night. So it will be weird to rub like a man situation hair thing on top of his head. But ultimately, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Like, sure, I wish I knew how to do them, because the men's are paying a pretty grip for these joints, for real.
I feel you. I have a friend who actually wears one, and the first time I saw it, I was like, "Whoa!" I was
Right.
taken aback, but because his was dark and he got gray hair, so like all of this is gray, and this was. I was like, "Bro, can we at least dye the rest of the hair?"
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I gotta be me. I mean, this is icy success, but I gotta be me on these things.
You gotta be you, yeah.
So, what do you see when we come back from quarantine? What do you think? What are some of the things that you expect to happen when we get back into the swing of things? Because I know some people are still going to be cautious. We're still going to be wearing masks and things like that. Like, how confident are you about the rephasing and coming back into the thing? Are you a little leery because you have to be in people's faces dealing with skin and with hair, like you're touching them and all of those? How are you feeling about us phasing back in? We know Atlanta got opened back up. Like, if Cuomo was to say that, how would you feel about that? Either one of you can answer that question.
If Cuomo was to say that we can open up tomorrow, I wouldn't open up. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time with opening back up, just simply because, like, it's my life. You know what I'm saying? And I value my life, and it's not worth me going back into the salon. It's a business, so my life is way more valuable than going in there just to make some money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait it out a little while just to kind of see how things play out a little bit. But it's scary. I mean, because we are in people's personal space, like, and they're in our personal space, and it's a bunch of people all day, every day. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a little leery about that. Salley, what you think?
So I'm not even gonna lie. I'm with Chris. I'm definitely leery. Like, if he says we can open up tomorrow, I would have clients ready probably at the door. But I just need to kind of take this a little bit slow, just the reintroduction of it, because coronavirus is still out and alive and well. And it's like, you don't want to be that salon where it had an outbreak. You know what I mean? Like, so, right. Or that spa. So, like, it really makes me a little nervous. They've been sending, I'm a part of the Associated Skincare Professionals. They've been sending out all types of announcements and new things that we need to do, like clean the bathroom after every single client and do all of these different things that stepping up our sanitation 100%. Like, these are things that we already do, but it's like, to literally,
what are some of the things that they're saying that in order to make sure that you're extra clean and it's sanitized? So what are some of the things?
For some of the things in the spa specifically is things that we already have to do. Make sure we wipe down our bed after every single client. Like, I use a clean sheet for every one of my clients, but they're saying don't use sheets anymore. It's just certain things that they're saying, like, or just making sure that there's no extra. I like to put pillows on my bed. I like to make things that are a bit more comfortable. They're like, take all of that off. You have to strip your bed completely down, take your warmers off, take everything off. And it's literally like just a plain bed with maybe like a towel or like a clear plastic, so it's making it a little bit more medical in a sense for me. Usually with the like, I make sure I clean my bathroom daily, but now they're like, clean your bathroom after every client. So as opposed to like going in and spraying it real quick, it's literally like clean after every single client. So we have to take half-hour breaks to clean and sanitize, because certain products that we use that are EPA hospital grade disinfectants take 10 minutes of contact time. So you can't have back-to-back clients before, like, I would tell a client, oh, wait a sec, I'll clean up, wipe down, sanitize and everything. 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, bring them in. But you really have to really sanitize and clean up more. They're saying get rid of your furniture, have those chairs that can be wiped down. Like, I recently just bought brand new furniture from my spa. They're saying, go back to the church chairs that you could wipe down, take away anything that's extra in there, so they're just, it's like 7 different pages of stuff that I received. and I'm still going through it to process the new things. You know, a client needs to have a mask on. So like, how do I do facials with a client with a mask on? You know, they're saying like different things that what services can be honestly social distance right now. So it has me taking a look at my list to see what services can be social distance. So it's really difficult for me because it seems like there's some things that I may have to cut. There's some temporarily to abide by the rules. And like Chris said, to be safe, because honestly, you know, in business, you have to make, the one thing about business is having your ducks in a row. You know what I mean? If you're escort, if you have your business in a row, you can get, well, everybody get unemployment now, but you know, it's, you have to have your ducks in a row. You have to have a savings together. You have to be prepared for it. Like, this is the emergency that we all should have been preparing for ultimately. You know what I mean? So some people may rush to go back because they need the money. Some people may rush to go back because they're bored at home. But it, like Chris said, it's really about kind of taking that time to see, like, to me, like, when are the tennis salons opening up? When are the country clubs opening up? When are, you know, like, when is everything, like, when everything opening? Like, is my question.
Yeah, so one of the things about having a business, like, Chris, I've been to your salon before, and, you know, because my wife gets her hair done there. And one of the things is it just feels good. Like, you have a certain ambiance with all of those stipulations and all of those regulations now. How are you going to still keep the aura that you created? How do you keep that?
Right. For me, like I said, we are a very clean salon. So for them to implement more cleaning, like, I don't really understand or know what more we can do. I don't really understand what more we can really do, because this is the stuff that we're taught in school. So hopefully it doesn't affect the aura of the salon, because I don't want to make it, that's what I don't want to do. Take away that salon experience. You know, it's a social experience, especially for like a hair salon. Like, people come there and they have appointments with their friends and they talk, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the experience is going to look like now. Like, I don't want a robotic experience. Oh my God, come in. Oh, here, wash your hands. Oh, change your shoes. Oh, take the, like, I don't know what the experience. I don't think any of us knows what the salon or the spa experience looks like. You know, we just don't know what it looks like right now.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think, because I mean, I would love to hear like maybe Sean's or like a barber, because I think in like barbershops, it's a place to kick it. You know what I mean? They come, like you said, it's a social experience. I mean, you know, it's a place to hang out. It's a place to hear jokes, and, you know, just like the barbershop and the salon on, you know, the one that Ice Cube did. It's really like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's something that I'm interested to see how that will turn out. Now, we got 2 minutes left, so I just want either one of you to talk about a specific product that you would recommend, or a specific type of product, maybe not a specific brand, but a type of product that you would recommend in order to start your skincare or your hair care regimen in order to feel and look your best during this time of quarantine.
Oh, I'll go. So there's this one product that I literally swear by, and I actually just told Chris about it. It's called the Ordinary Retinol Serum. Now, serums are becoming so popular for hair and for skin nowadays, because people are looking to combat certain issues. So, for example, the main issue that I see with my clientele is hyperpigmentation. So from post-acne marks. So a retinol serum, like a 0.02 is what I usually tell them to start off with, especially if they've never used a retinol before. I tell them to start with that, because that helps to exfoliate the skin, and it helps to brighten up those dark marks that happen from post-acne or scars or whatever the case may be. So that is one part in that I will tell clients to use. But if they are using that product, use it at night, every other night, until your skin gets used to it. If it burns or anything like that, more than like a couple seconds, discontinue use, follow the directions, and also wear sunscreen during the day. Sunscreen is very important if you're going to use any type of retinol or any type of acidic products. So that's the one that I absolutely love. It's called The Ordinary. I actually have like a little bottle like here, or I don't know if I could promote. I don't know. What can I do? Can I show it? Or
This is you do what you do.
So yeah, it's a little dropper, but my dropper fell on the floor, so I had to sanitize it before I put it back in. So this is just it. It's like a little this is a 1% in squalene. So what it does is it helps to control oil as well. So it's certain types that you can get. Some are, this is more the version that can be sold in stores, like retinoids, and retin-A has to be a prescription by a dermatologist, but retinol is the kind that you can actually get in the stores over the counter. So it's just
okay. Wait, man, you said retinol, retinoid, renisha. Which one is it? Retinol?
Okay, so you want the retinol.
Okay.
0.02 to start from this company called The Ordinary, which is a vegan company based in Toronto, and it's such I love that company. And the serum is less than $10, and it works. It's what I have attributed to clearing my skin.
And I'm supposed to do this. So I'm probably not gonna do it, but my wife will do it. Like, so, you know, not saying that I wouldn't do it, because there's nothing wrong with guys taking care of their skin. I just got flawless skin, my freckles.
Right.
No, but so is this supposed to happen once a day, or how many times?
I'm sorry?
The retinol, you use it how many times a day?
So I usually tell people, so the directions is a small amount in the PM before bed, like pretty much daily. But I tell clients, if they're just now starting off with a retinol, to use it every other day for about 2 weeks, because your skin needs to get used to this magnitude of product, especially if you have not used it before. But I always tell clients to spot treat right behind the between the ear and the neck. Spot treat for a few days first to make sure you don't break out, to make sure you don't have an allergic reaction, to make, you know, you always want to spot treat and test products out first. So that way, if you have a reaction, it's a small concentrated area and not your whole entire face. But anything you use that's brand new, you should always test it out first. I feel like that goes with anything, product, hair-wise, anything. You should test it out first before you really go in for the full gusto.
Great. So, Chris, something that you would recommend? I don't know if there's a specific, product or type of product.
Yes, there is. So the product that I would recommend for quarantine is a high-class hair wig.
Girl, I need me one.
We can get you together, and we don't even have to touch you. So these are our custom handmade units. They're our brand, so they have like a little high class hair.
Okay.
Our tag.
Oh, that's so dope.
Like that. So I would just recommend just going to our website, highclasshair.com, and then you can place your order for your unit, and then you can send us an email at highclasshair@gmail.com. And just let us know how you want it styled, so we can still get you together even in quarantine. So this is the product I would recommend. Absolutely 100%.
Okay, so Salley, tell us how we can get in contact with you. How can we get into some of the stuff that you have going on? And then Chris, tell us, we only got like a minute left, so can we?
Okay. So SalleyNicole Skin and Beauty Boutique on Facebook and Instagram, SalleyNicole Cruz on Facebook and Instagram, or you can go to SalleyNicole.com to book this virtual consultations, or if all else fails, just toss my name in Google and you'll be able to find me.
Okay, Google me.
Right. So mine is Facebook. Well, you are here. So it's Chris Bishop on Facebook. We have a business page. It's High Class Hair with a K. Or our Instagram is High Class with a K _hair. Or just visit highclasshair.com, and then you can get to everywhere you need to be, all things high class, on our website.
Okay, ladies, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the work that you're doing. I pray that when everything gets back, that you would have your business would thrive, and that this would be a great time of rest, so that you can work on your business, work on your mind, body, and soul, all of that.
Thank you for having me.
All righty. Okay, talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.